Have you seen the viral tweets from that guy claiming he heard Jewish people talking and digging below his apartment last fall? Well, he's completely full of shit, and amplifying this man is a really bad idea. Since the story of the tunnel under the Jewish synagogue in Crown Heights broke on Monday, this man Richard has been getting tons of attention for quote tweeting old posts of his where he claims he was hearing Yiddish under the floor of his New York City apartment and people digging beneath him. His posts blew up, and soon Richard was getting cited in news programs and in media all over the internet. Many articles characterized Richard as a Crown Heights resident, but when you start looking into it, there are red flags all over. First of all, in this area of Crown Heights, and I know because I used to live by there, almost all residential buildings are pre-war and they do have basements. Also, almost all the residents in that direct area surrounding the tunnels are Hasidic Jews. There's nothing about Richard's account that indicates he's a Hasidic Jew or that he ever lived in Crown Heights. In fact, he never once posted about Crown Heights before news of the tunnels broke. His alleged tweets from last fall about Jewish people digging below him are no longer live on his account, and he claims that's because he was forced to delete them. But he says before deleting them, he took screenshots. So let's look at those screenshots. Not only do these screenshots indicate signs of manipulation, but if he really did take them from his own profile, then there wouldn't be a giant follow button there. So we know he didn't take these screenshots, and we know these tweets probably aren't real. But let's look further into the motivations of this account because it's a lot more insidious than you might think. If you've spent too much time online like me, you might recognize that Richard here has all the hallmarks of a Groyper account. The Groyper movement is a loose network of far-right white nationalist internet trolls who gravitate loosely around a group of influencers, most notably Nick Fuentes. Richard has posted frequently in support of Nick Fuentes over the course of his account, as well as Donald Trump. And a quick glance through his tweets on the Internet Archive reveals a very specific ideology, and it's not pretty. Take this disgusting viral tweet he posted just last summer mocking George Floyd's death, or his many statements claiming that trans people do not and should not exist. Most of Richard's other posts are so racist, transphobic, misogynistic, and bigoted that I can't show them here without this video getting taken down. Along with most accounts in white nationalist circles, Richard also doesn't have very kind things to say about the Jews. He's promoted deeply anti-Semitic stereotypes and implied that the Jewish people control the US political system and the media. Here's a post from just last year when he claimed to be visiting the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem. If you translate the words in Yiddish next to it, you'll see that he's claiming that touching the wall will make him popular in US politics. He's also seemingly tweeted in support of Kanye West, and we all know that man's stance on Jewish people. Though Richard claims to work for Fox News in his bio, I talked to a Fox News spokesperson just this afternoon who said that no one with his name or likeness works for the network or was scheduled to ever appear on Fox News programming. He does not actually have a Rumble show either. And in case you haven't picked up by now, Richard is also definitely not this man's real name. Media companies quoting this man as Richard Stroker, as in Dick Stroker, please be for real. Accounts like Richard's exist to generate viral content, often related to pop culture or trending news that will inherently spread outside their extremist circles. Basically, it's all a big troll, used to gain attention and followers and ultimately launder a hateful ideology into the mainstream. Once they get followers and the attention fades, they revert back their usual extremist posting, working a steady stream of racist, anti-Semitic, homophobic, and misogynistic content into their feeds. Unfortunately, sharing posts like Richard's without context aids in that mission. I'm not hating on TikTokers who shared these tweets initially thinking they were funny. I also thought they were really funny before I realized who posted them. But I think things like this show why media and internet literacy is so important. We also need media companies, especially those that are covering breaking news and trending content, to do a better job of vetting who they're amplifying without context. In no way was this man Richard a regular Crown Heights resident. Already, thanks to these fake tunnel tweets and the amount they've spread, this totally anonymous far-right white nationalist account has gotten a massive bump in engagement and followers. This is how these bad actors work their way into culture.